Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy on Friday has said that the Russia war in Ukraine was moving towards ending this week if only that the Russian President Vladimir Putin wasn't afraid of coming to Ankara, the Turkey capital, on Thursday to have face-to-face peace deal talks with him in line with his own request for direct peace talks, which Zelenskyy said made him to travel to Turkey in person, but it was a surprise. The Kremlin leader, President Vladimir Putin, instead sent a very low-level government officials to the Russia president proposed dialogue meeting in Ankara, although Russia and Ukraine have been wrestling for months over the logistics of peace talks with hopes of achieving such in the proposed Ankara peace talks. But days before D-Day, President Donald Trump of the United States, US, had said that he sees no movement of Putin coming to Ankara until he and Putin get together, and according to President Zelenskyy, it was President Trump who told him publicly to immediately accept the Kremlin leader's proposal of direct talks. President Donald Trump, who since on Friday had left the Middle East back home to meet his new grandson after his daughter, Tiffany Trump, announced she gave birth to her first child on Thursday, said he will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin as soon as we can set it up to discuss Ukraine-Russia peace talks. According to Zelenskyy, I addressed the European Political Community Summit this week. We had a real chance to move toward ending the war. If only Putin hadn't been afraid to come to Turkey. I was there ready for a direct meeting with him to resolve all key issues. He didn't agree to anything. I spoke with President Donald Trump together with President Macron, Federal Chancellor Merz, Prime Ministers Starmer and Tusk. We discussed the meeting in Istanbul. Ukraine is ready to take the fastest possible steps to bring real peace, and it is important that the world holds a strong stance. Our position: if the Russians reject a full and unconditional ceasefire and an end to killings, tough sanctions must follow. Pressure on Russia must be maintained until Russia is ready to end the war. Thank you to everyone in the world who is helping. United Kingdom, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer said, if Russia is unwilling to come to the negotiating table, Putin must pay the price. Speaking to President Donald Trump, we are closely aligning our response to Russia's unacceptable position. While ending his Middle East tour on Friday, President Trump said, I would actually leave here and go meet Putin. I do want to see my beautiful grandson. It would be recalled that Ukraine and Russia have not held any direct talks